We became interested in kombucha a few years ago when an industry group under the AOAC International established a working group to make sure that they had minimum performance requirements for methods for testing ethanol in kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented beverage, and the production process produces ethanol. But to be sold as a non-alcoholic beverage, it needs to be less than 0.5% by volume in the United States and less than 1.1% by volume in Canada. So here at BCIT, we've always been focused on advancing the state of practice for industry and working with industry to support the products that they put into the marketplace. So when we discovered that some of the kombucha products were over the allowable limit, we decided that it would be a good idea to take a closer look at the ethanol production process and the fermentation of kombucha, as well as the storage of kombucha after that. We engaged in a number of studies, and as a part of this, we developed our own method for accurately and precisely determining the ethanol levels. And after that validation study, it was at that time that the BC Centre for Disease Control independently identified that they felt there was a need to look closer at kombucha products and determine if there was a public health risk. We agreed to use our analytical method, which is a GC headspace mass spectral method, to measure products of kombucha from the marketplace that they collected. I can't talk about any of the results of the project at this point because we're not quite done, but over the last few months, the BC Centre for Disease Control and the environmental health authorities have collected and sent to us more than 700 commercial kombucha samples. Aside from our work with the BC Centre for Disease Control, here at BCIT we've continued to engage in research on kombucha. We've been studying what happens and what factors impact ethanol production through the kombucha fermentation process. At the end of the day, our goal is really to establish a series of best practices for production. We want to be able to provide guidance to the industry and to those who make kombucha at home so they can make sure that they're making products that are both healthful and safe and within allowable regulatory limits for ethanol.